All right, it's been a while since we've been on the set,
It's been a while.
but we have a special guest.
We do. It's
What-
kind of a big deal.
He is a big deal. One of the best dual sport athletes in the country. The one and only Alec Blair.
Big dog.
You guys are way too nice. Way too nice. So you guys for inviting me, seriously.
Happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So how's the drive down here coming all the way
It was
from?
smooth, no traffic. It was nice. Listen to my country music and yeah, 100%. Yeah, a little Riley Green, a little Thomas Rhett.
Oh, man.
That's what I'm talking
Man
about.
of culture.
100%.
I don't know if
So
you've seen the other episodes of the podcast. I usually have my boots on. So
Do
you
you?
got me at a bad
oh,
day.
come on now. I was thinking about wearing mine today.
Oh, man, that would have been good.
Could have matched.
Next episode.
100%. Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh! Yeah. Favorite country artist?
It's Riley Green.
The
That's my
Duck
guy.
Man. That's a good choice. That's
Yeah.
a
Okay.
good choice.
All
He's
right.
the man.
He's better.
The man. I've seen him in person. To be honest, Thomas Rhett was my favorite in person, though.
Really?
100%. You got to watch him. You got to listen to him. It's
I-
unbelievable.
I gotta ask you, what do you think of this Morgan Wallen guy?
Oh, superstar. Come on now.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
awesome. He's got everything go for him. The ladies love him.
They do.
Ladies do love him.
they do.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I love Riley Green.
Yeah, Riley's on a different level,
yeah.
though. He's on a different
We don't
level.
want to
but-
look like Riley
Okay,
Green.
what are your thoughts on Dirks Bentley?
Oh, love him.
Okay.
I love his living song, Somewhere on a Beach. I know my music. So.
Now, pregame, are you listening to any country music?
I am. I listen to country, and I'm kind of a weirdo. I listen to some classical. So,
Really?
yeah, no, I'm weird like that.
Little Beethoven, maybe?
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
What about
So,
what about a little Mozart?
I'm more of a Beethoven guy, to be honest. But yeah, no, I dabble in everything. So,
Okay.
but mostly country.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. And obviously, with the pregame ritual, it's been working as of lately because you guys have won the East Bay League tournament title. That league is such a grind.
It is.
It really is. I've said it all along, all season. The East Bay League, you just never know what to expect.
100%.
You really don't, especially when it comes to the tournament.
Yeah.
It's got to be tough when you're playing 3 or 4 games a week, and there's times where you're only playing like 2 games a week usually during the regular season. So, how are you guys able to adapt to and adjust and just get the job done in a very tough league like that?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, a lot of the credit goes to the coaching staff. They really do a good job of preparing us before every game. And we practice hard. I feel like, even practices leading up, to the season, before we even started were amazing, and we were just prepping for these teams. And but none of that matters at the end of the day. It's about how you play on game day. So we come ready to play, and I have my cherry cokes before the game, and we're ready to go. And I just, I think we're all very confident, and we believe in each other, and we're super close. And at the end of the day, those, those kind of combinations just translate into wins. So yeah.
Absolutely. Has the Coca-Cola company reached out yet for a sponsorship?
Not yet.
2 cherry cokes per
Not
game.
yet.
Pregame.
That's a little much, yeah.
How's that
But it's the mini ones. So it's really just one.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
With those massive palms you got, can only look extra mini in your hand. Have that.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how, man, I'd have a stomachache if I was you with that. I don't know how you do. Hey, but it's working.
It is.
Keep
It
up.
is.
It's
Yeah.
working.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, and you've had some wonderful talent. You've worked with some wonderful players over the year. But as of recently, David Balligan has been sensational for you guys. When a lot of the teams, they prepare and they try to figure out a game plan around you. But with that, it also allows other players like Bryce Patton and David Balligan to step up. Yep. So just talk about, what those guys have meant for you this season, and just talk about, the team chemistry and what you guys do to keep each other in check come game day.
For sure. Well, first off, amazing kids. You guys just see the basketball part, but they're fantastic people. I talked about Dave in a couple times in a couple interviews, and the first thing I always say is, he's really brought me closer to Christ. He's amazing. He's a great guy. And Bryce Patton, he's one of my best friends. I love him, love his family. Shout out to his parents if they see this. They're awesome, and they're absolutely hilarious. So, but yeah, for teams, they do tend to game plan for me. And like you said, that gives them the opportunity to really, emerge in a bigger role. So, and they've been fantastic. They played great, and, I couldn't be prouder of them. And it's been a great year for them, and they're going to continue playing after this year. That's for sure. So, yeah.
I love seeing you mention, how tight-knit you guys are as a unit. You mentioned before when we were talking earlier, Is there one factor that does it? Because not every locker room's like that where you guys are able to be super close. Is there something that it was just natural? Is there something that brought you guys together? Anything like that?
I mean, I don't know. We're around each other 24/7. Coach had us practicing in the summer, and as he always does. But I mean, we've been around each other for the last 4 years, and we go to school together. We have the same classes, same friend groups. So we hang out together on the weekends. I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. I couldn't pinpoint one exact thing, but it's working, and we're all so close, and we love each other. So yeah.
And I know the word you mentioned was brotherhood. Jake was asking you about any alumni who come back. Share a little bit about that. About the
for sure. I mean, De La Salle's so unique. I don't know if other high schools can really relate to that. Where I'm still in constant communication with former players and even people I never played with, reaching out and saying, hey, good luck, go get it done tonight. So. In that regard, De La Salle is so special, and I couldn't imagine going to any other school. So, yeah.
I mean, you've had some special moments all throughout your high school career. I've covered all 4 years of your high school career, ever since you were a freshman. Could you name one of the top moments in your De La Salle basketball career?
Yeah. Let me think. That's a tough question. I would probably say when we beat Westland, in I forget what kind of tournament it was, but they were coming in. They were the number 1 team in the country, top 5 in the country, and we got it done against them at home, and everyone was going crazy. People didn't really think we had a chance. I was like, come on, guys. What are you guys talking about? Come on now.
You know who you're talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Who are you guys betting against? Come on. So I would probably say that game was the most fun game I've ever played. So
yeah. And there's a lot of great moments. I mean, and it doesn't have to be you attacking the basket, but I remember freshman year. It was against Miramonte in the NCS semifinals where you were able to heave a pass over the Javon Johnson for the game-winning basket. And then the year after that, you had the big block against Granada. Crucial moments. I mean, big-time players make big-time plays at the end of the day. And just talk about your work ethic and, just how you're able to prepare for when the game matters most mentally.
I think, like you said, big-time players make big-time plays. And, I like to consider myself a big-time player. So that means I got to make the big-time plays. I just try to, I stay calm and, in my head, I'm listening to Riley Green, that's all it is. It's really all it is. And, I love the game, and my love for the game outweighs any kind of nerves and any kind of, other emotions. So that love just pushes me, and, I want to put on a show for everyone, who came to watch me play. So, I want to win. So I do whatever it takes. It's been awesome, and I really am blessed. God is so good. So, but it's funny you say all those plays because, to this day I'll have a couple flashbacks. I'm like, man, it was so cool when I did that.
I love it.
But, yeah.
I love it. I think about it's so interesting, because I didn't get many opportunities to cover you guys last season, but followed your game, through highlights of us covering you and whatnot. And the first opportunity I really got to talk to you was actually the end of the year banquet, right? When I was going around interviewing you, and I always got this impression from you in any interviews you do off the court is that you're this calm, genuine, kind guy and level-headed. And then when I see you play, man, it's a different person on the court. It's a different Alec where you're physical, you're all business,
Yeah, 100%. It's the ultra ego.
Tell me about does that ultra ego have a name? That mode switch in your head?
I don't know. I mean, we'll call him Batman. That's what we'll call him. But no, I don't know what it is. It's just when when tip off happens, a certain mode just clicks on, and it's time for business. It's time to win. And, it's time to go get the job done, and I enjoy doing it. I love to have fun. I love to smile, but I know that if I want to play my best game, I got to lock in and be serious and be focused. So
yeah, we had our banquet wrap, and we showed a clip of Alec literally just going like this in one of the games. It was I think it was your East Bay League kickoff against Monte Vista, and then after that. Double immediately.
Locked in.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know what happens. I couldn't even tell you, but it just happens. I'm just ready.
I would never guess it because, you just seem like, not that you could be a great basketball player, but, some guys are just a little more quiet. I feel like not that you run your mouth by any means on the court, but you're definitely, you're there. You don't know you're.
I definitely don't shy away from that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And I don't get that impression from you. I think it's great. I love that there's literally an alter ego.
I mean, I'm a very competitive person, I like to have fun, like I said, but I love to win even more. So that's all it's about.
Yeah, and obviously winning when it comes to basketball, winning on the diamond, one of the best dual sport athletes in the country. But that takes a lot of work.
For sure.
Working out, and you're doing both at once when it comes to off-season workouts, or even now preparing for baseball season in the spring, and then you're still diving in with basketball playoffs.
Yeah.
How are you able to do it?
Time management. That's the key. But yeah, it's not easy just because the sports overlap, and it's not like baseball and football where like everyone does that. There's, that's more common than baseball and basketball. But like you said, it's about working hard, and I believe that if you truly work your hardest, God has a bag of benefits, and He's going to reward you for your hard work. So we'll have practice, Coach. Schroeds loves to practice. That's what I'll say. We'll go for like 3 hours, and I'll be like, he's been cool recently. It's been like an hour 30 sometimes.
Okay.
But after practice, I make sure I get some extra shots up. Make sure I'm feeling good going into the week, going into the games, and then I head down to normally Brentwood, and I go hit just because our field's under construction. And we don't have any cages. So, and shout out to Chaz Meadows. He lets me come in at like 10 p.m. and I just get some swings in and head home, fall asleep, do some homework, and that's my day. But
I'm gonna put you on the hot seat.
Oh shoot, I sit up for this.
You got to pick one: baseball or basketball. In a theoretical world that does not exist.
I don't think I could do it, to be honest. Like
You couldn't
without one, I'm literally incomplete.
Wow.
Honestly, I love them so much, but my answer to that question, I get that a lot. I always roll with ping pong. I love ping pong.
What a left field answer. I would not have ever guessed that.
100%.
You putting curve on it?
Yeah, exactly. 100% on the serve. On the serve, 100%. I'm about it.
All right.
So, yeah.
Okay. Never would have known. That's a fun
definitely.
fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know that, Jake? I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
All right, there we go.
I didn't know that. But at one point, you did have to make a choice with what school you wanted to play both of those sports, and you decided to go with Oklahoma. Take me through the recruiting process.
It was really hard. In the 8th grade, schools were reaching out, and it was a really unique and special experience. It was it really started just for baseball. After my freshman year, I had pretty much every offer in the country for baseball, and I was truly blessed. It was an amazing experience. Met so many cool people. But like I said, my life is incomplete without hoops too. So, and I knew I was good enough, and I just had to wait. I don't play AAU, so I don't get that opportunity to play in front of a bunch of coaches. So, I was lucky enough to play a bunch of highly recruited players, and I showed out against them, and I gained a lot of attention, and that was just kind of that. So, sophomore year hit. Basketball, school started really reaching out. They started really taking me seriously. But even then, it was like, hey, what sport do you want to do? You want to just do baseball? Do you want to do basketball? Because it's unheard of to kind of do those two sports, just because they overlap. But Oklahoma was honestly like the last school that came into the mix.
Really?
They were literally like the last school. And I was like, I got to give them a shot. I wasn't taking them too seriously at the start. I was like, I'm going to go on a trip. I just want to see what it's like.
Sure.
And I fell in love with Norman. I love Norman. I love the people. I feel like the Lord is present on campus. I love the coaching staffs, and they had a very amazing plan, detailed to the smallest little detail. They like what I'm doing during summer. Like, hey, first summer you get there, you're going to play basketball, and then the next summer you can go to the Cape Cod League for baseball. And that was a big deal to me. And even like they're running like cortisol tests on me every week, and DEXA scans on me every couple months to check my bone density and make sure I'm ready to play.
Wow.
So it's crazy.
I had no idea. Is that in depth?
No, 100%. They're monitoring my sleep every night. Like it's amazing. So I just couldn't pass it up. It was such a great opportunity. And towards the end, other schools were like, you know what, like they tried to throw in the dual sport offer too, but at the end of the day, it was like I fell in love with Oklahoma, and I felt like I was ready to be a Sooner.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Buddy Hield.
Blake Griffin, Trey Young.
Yep.
You got some
Trey
hoopers.
Young. Yeah, no, there's some guys out there.
For sure.
I mean, did watching those guys play growing up kind of influence you on that decision?
No, I mean,
not really.
not really. I mean, I wasn't the kind of guy to always have that dream school. I never really dreamed of playing in college or whatever, and then all of a sudden it kind of just hit me. And like my freshman year, it was like, oh, like all these schools are reaching out, and I started like doing some research My mom's doing research. She's all stressed out. My mom's stressed out. Yeah, she's like, oh my gosh, like I don't know what's happening. I'm like,
Mom's job.
I was like,
Mom's
Mom.
job
I was like, Mom, just relax and enjoy it. Like, come on now. What are we doing? Like, yeah, no. So it was really cool, and but honestly, forgot what the question was. I'm just rambling.
Well, let me actually piggyback. Jake was talking about some of the guys at Oklahoma. Some greats out there.
Yeah. Sorry.
Who do you look up to? Who did you have someone growing up basketball wise?
For sure.
That you
I
really
mean,
look to?
it's always been Mike. It's always been Michael Jordan. That's my favorite player. I try to palm the ball like him, and do all that stuff in the mid range. But him, Larry Legend, LeBron. Those were my favorite players growing up. So yeah.
All right. What about baseball players?
David Ortiz. I'm a huge Red Sox fan. My grandparents are from Boston.
Okay.
So, I love David Ortiz, old fashioned guy. Ted Williams.
Oh yeah.
How does a Yankees fan feel about that?
Oh, stop it!
You're
kidding me.
I'm from New York though. But,
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
I
knew
respect that though because he's got family from Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I'm not a
respect
bandwagon.
that.
I'm not a bandwagon. I'm a
Okay.
huge Judge fan. I love Judge.
Hey.
Big guy, hits. I mean,
Yeah, there you go.
you gotta love it.
Yeah,
From
no.
one big guy to another.
I'm totally fine with that. If you got family from Boston,
Yeah.
that's fine with me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to stir the pot. I'm looking for a little beef. Come on,
Yeah.
give me something.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's awesome.
No, I understand, but you said David Ortiz.
Yes.
Well, why is that?
I mean, Big Papi. I just grew up watching him, and it felt like every single time, I thought we were gonna lose. He did a home run, and we'd end up winning. He's like the most. I think he's the most clutch player ever. He's up there for sure. So, but yeah, he was spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of. I mean, let's talk a little bit about baseball now. I mean, you talked about with David Ortiz, it looked like there were games that you guys were going to lose, and then you guys ended up winning.
Yeah.
So let's take you back to that sophomore year in the NorCal final at Valley Christian High School.
Yes.
I mean, you guys were down by 5 runs
Yeah, we
going
were.
into the top of the 7th.
Yeah.
And then unreal magic happened with Hank Tribaldi. Just watching that ball go in the air, just take me through that.
It was insane. Just like you said, we're down 5. So I'm like, there's no way we got all the way to the championship. We're about to lose. Like, come on now. And he comes up to the plate. I'm on deck, so I'm getting ready to go. I'm thinking like, all right, Hank, just get on. Like, I get on and I'm gonna try to clutch up. And all of a sudden, like, I forget what the pitcher threw. I think he threw a curveball, left it hanging, and just right on impact, I was like, oh my gosh, like we're about to win. Like that's gone. We're literally about to win. It was insane.
That was the game of his life.
Oh, 100%.
That was the game of his life. He had like 6, 7 RBIs.
It was insane, and I wouldn't be surprised. He's such a great player. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he tops it, but for now, I think that's got to be his best game. That was so great. Just because he was in the championship, and it was like, he was so clutch. That was insane.
Yeah, the game of his life, and now he's doing great things down at San Diego State University. Yeah. Just talk about the brotherhood with baseball and basketball, and not just the brotherhood with your players, but also the coaches with David Jeans and Marcus Schroeder. Just talk about the relationships that you've had with them over the years.
It's like I said, playing both sports has been such a unique experience, and both coaching staffs have been amazing. And I feel like like you said, the brotherhood. Like 20 years from now, if I'm going through something, I need some help. I mean, these are the guys I'm calling. These are my best friends. This is my family. And the brotherhood is just being able to, I think like not only rely on each other, but just being there for each other. In times of need, and you're so close. It's a family. Like we're literally brothers. From different mothers. But yeah, no, I mean it's so special, and there are kids that I don't even know at De La Salle, but I still consider them my brothers because we go to the same school, and that's just how it is. It's such an amazing community, and Coach G, one of the assistant coaches, always says like he'll go up to me, we'll be in a game, he's like, hey, you know what the most powerful emotion is? I'm like, what are we talking about? We're in a game right now. He's like, love is the most powerful emotion, and it just kind of gets me thinking like play out of love. Like you love your teammates, you love your coaches, you do it for them, and you love your school, you love your parents, and you love your teammates' parents, and like everyone's just so close, like I said. So it's the brotherhood is just loving your boys. Really, that's really all it is. But it's so special.
Yeah, no question about it. Out of everyone, support system, you have trainers. You got hitting coaches, players, teammates, family. who is that one person that has pushed you to be at your very best day in and day out, and why?
Definitely my mom. Yeah. So, like, my mom's hilarious. So, like, for example, we'll be playing basketball, and early on in the season, I was really sick, and I had, like, a terrible game. And not that I'm making excuses. Like I just played bad. Like
where's the Jordan flu game?
That's what I'm saying. I know it was supposed to be. Legendary. Going into the game, I thought it was going to be legendary. It was not legendary. It was one of those where it's like, gosh, I got to forget that one. But my mom literally after the game was like, "Wow, that was so bad. I can't believe you're going to Oklahoma." She's like, "I think you need to stick to baseball." That's what she'd tell me, and vice versa. So we're at area codes for baseball. And like, you know, first game, like I think I struck out a couple times. I ended up getting a walk-off hit. And after the game, I get in the car. She's like, "Gosh, you need to stick to basketball." Like she's that person. She's my biggest critic, but she's also like, you know, it's all out of love.
Right.
So, but yeah, you know, growing up, I remember I would play 2 years up in basketball, and some of the guys wouldn't pass me the ball. So we went to this gym, and she would literally throw the ball off the rim so I could practice getting the rebounds. And she was like, "You know what? They're not going to pass you the ball. You're going to learn how to rebound. You're going to get like 10 rebounds, and you're just going to not pass and go score." And that was how I learned. And she pushes me every day, you know, to this day. She's like, "Oh, like, you better get done tonight." I'm like, "All right, let's go. I got you, Mom." But, yeah, so I would probably have to say my mom.
That's awesome.
Fantastic answer.
Yeah. She's amazing. Yeah.
Always a go-to.
Yeah, safe go-to,
Always a
right? Lean on
go-to.
mom.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
When in doubt.
Yeah.
That's my answer.
When in doubt.
So it's safe to say you're a mama's boy then?
I'm definitely a mama's boy.
Yeah.
I actually had an Instagram post a couple years ago, freshman year. The title was Mama's Boy.
Oh, I love it.
I took it down, though. I don't know why I took it down. It was legendary.
come
It was
on.
legendary. I might have to go back to it.
Lean into it. Lean into it.
So you got multiple section titles in baseball. You have a NorCal title in baseball, but it's the quest for finding that section title and NorCal title for basketball.
For sure.
You know, senior year, what is it going to take for this team to get it done?
It's all about confidence. You
Right.
know, in the biggest moments, it's you know, you got to fall back on, you know, all the hard work you put in, and just believe in yourself. And not only that, but you know, we've worked so hard. Coach always says this, like, you know, no one's worked as hard as us. We've been going in the summer. We go for hours, multiple practices a day. Everyone's, you know, go to their trainers, working out, coming back, and we all want to win. So it's, you know, obviously going to take, you know, even more hard work, dedication. But I'm a believer in, you know, when it's game day, all that is thrown out the door. You know, it's anyone's game. You know, no one cares how hard you worked. It's about, you know, just beating the other team, you know, putting the ball in the basket, not letting them put the ball in the basket. So defense wins championships. We got to lock up on D, and just, you know, stay calm throughout the game, and I like our odds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking back, is there any one team or one player even that you always look forward to that matchup that gives you a run for your money that, you know?
Yeah.
Is there, whether it's a team and or a singular player that you love being matched up against?
Let me think. I always really enjoyed playing Courtney Anderson with Dublin. He was a very athletic kid, and I was like, you know, I like the way some people just move right. Like when they walk in the gym, you're just like, he plays basketball.
Just by the way you walk.
Just by the way you walk, you can tell. And he was a guy who, like, I could tell. I was like, oh shoot, like, you know, this guy's a hooper. But outside of this area, I would say someone I always enjoyed playing was like, I really enjoyed playing Mercy Miller. I don't know if you guys know who that is. He's at Houston right now. And he gave us 40. He gave us 40.
Really?
40 points, 20 rebounds. He probably had 20 free throws, but like we were throwing everything we had at him, and it was just like this dude was just cooking.
And he's from a school in Houston, you said?
No, he's going to Houston. He's in college now.
In Houston. Where'd he go?
He went to Notre Dame in Southern California.
Okay.
Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, Sherman Oaks. Yeah, and it was crazy. Like,
40 against you guys.
40, and I'm like, I'm guarding, of course. And he'll take a shot. I'm like, oh, I got you right there. And he'll miss it, and I'm thinking the play's over. Dude just runs right in, gets the rebound, lays it in. I'm like, dude, are you serious right now? So playing him, it was awesome. I learned a lot from him, and he was an amazing player. So, yeah.
I like hearing that answer from athletes like you because, I mean, you are as exceptional as you are, and then to recognize other athletes who are just as good, you know, and give you a run for your money. And for people like Jake and I and fans, whatnot, it makes great entertainment for us,
Definitely.
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
No,
for sure.
It's definitely great entertainment. And then, like, you go back to your freshman year, and you know you're just starting out, being part of the De La Salle program, and you're going up against some top schools, but you're also going up against some top players. And some of those top players, they're playing college Division I basketball, like Aiden Mahaney. You faced him in the NCS title game, and then you fast forward to now. Did you ever think that, you would see those players like Aiden Mahaney again in college?
Maybe. I haven't really thought too much about it, but I mean, definitely is a possibility. Like, it'd be pretty funny if we played him again, and like, of course, I would have to guard him if we played. Like, I'd have to get a little revenge on him. But yeah, no, that's crazy to think. It really is special. Like, just I don't know. Like I said, God is so good, and to be in the situation that I've been in for the past 4 years, I'm beyond grateful for De La Salle and just the opportunity to compete against such great athletes.
Without a doubt, fantastic.
Yeah. Anything else? You good?
No, I just love it. I mean, I love your what's the aura? The aura you carry, your aura, bro, your aura. But no, the way you carry yourself seriously, in all seriousness, I love how humble you are. I love your deep belief and faith tying back into your game and the way you present yourself on the court, off the court, everything. You're exceptional through and through.
Yeah.
And it makes proud to hear, someone like you coming from the Bay Area. This is a name that everyone's going to follow for a long time.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That means so much to me.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's a player that walks in with a lot of confidence, and it's like every time I go to De La Salle, or if I'm covering a De La Salle game, I see this big man, 6'7", and it's like, oh boy. Here we go. This is double material we're talking about over here.
For sure.
And you see that every game. And there may be some nights where it's like, okay, maybe some of the shots are falling, but when it comes to that fourth quarter, like against San Ramon Valley this past in the regular season, you get to see a vicious Blair. And it's pretty entertaining to watch. I'm
great.
Just saying.
Yeah.
It's Batman. Not Batman. It's Batman. We said the alter ego's Batman.
Yeah.
I love that. We'll change the name. That's a little too corny. I might have to change the name.
You get back to us on that one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
my gosh. What are you looking forward to with the end of basketball and the start of baseball season? What's the one thing that stands out that you're looking forward to?
I want to win. So, obviously, we win state. I'll be happy as can be. That's what I'm looking forward to. Just the opportunity to compete against the best teams in the area.
Yep.
In front of, a bunch of people. Like, it's so fun to play in front of a crowd. And so I'm looking forward to that. And then start of baseball, it's just I'm itching for it. I can't wait. Like, when I'm playing basketball, I'm like, gosh, man, I miss baseball. When I'm playing baseball, I'm like, gosh, I miss basketball, And I try to do both at the same time, but it's different, because I'm not exactly doing double duty and playing a basketball game and then going and playing a baseball game. So I'm excited to, get back on the diamond, but, I have some business to take care of first.
Yeah, and when we have our big crumble cookies game of the week,
Yeah.
this is the one guy that always looks forward to the crumble.
I love crumble.
You love a good crumble,
I'm a fiend for crumble cookie. I gotta stay away. From the cookies, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, they're so filling because, you get to half a cookie and it's okay, I'm done.
That's just you. That's just you. That's not me. That is not me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I need at least two. I like the strawberry flavored ones. I love strawberries, so it's like the strawberry cookie. I love that
You got
one.
a sweet tooth. The cherry cokes, the
It's
crumble
bad.
cookies,
It's bad. I gotta stay away.
Liability.
Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. I might be a big boy one day. I gotta stay away from all that stuff. Make sure I keep hooping after I'm all done.
Do they have crumble at Oklahoma?
They better. We'll have to DoorDash it all the way from California.
There we go.
That's right. Hey, the one and only Alec Blair.
Thank you guys so
Alec,
much.
Thank you so much for
bless you
joining
guys.
us.
Thank you.
And it's safe to say you've been covered.